Welcome to Sparks, Nevada, site of the Tesla Gigafactory and our Tesla semi-truck factory as well. But we're incredibly excited tonight to actually deliver our first production Tesla semi-trucks. People might wonder, why build a semi-truck? Because if you look at the actual unit volume, it's small compared to passenger vehicles. So for passenger vehicles, there's on the order of almost 100 million that are sold every year, and whereas semi-trucks, it's like for 400,000 or 500,000.
Not even, yeah. It's a couple 100,000 Class A trucks a year.
Globally.
Yeah. Or no. Sorry, that's U.S.
Yeah. In the U.S., there's like 15 million passenger vehicles and a couple 100,000 semi-trucks. So it seems like a small percentage, but it's actually 20% of U.S. vehicle emissions, because you've got a huge vehicle and it's being driven all the time. So when you factor in the number of hours driven and the weight that it's carrying, it's actually, although it's only 1% of vehicle production, it's 20% of vehicle emissions.
This is really core to our mission, and to Elon's point, there's a lot of heavy trucks that are deployed in dense urban areas, and so the communities that are around freeways, a lot of where these trucks are domiciled, are going to really benefit, particularly from the particulate emissions reductions, and then just trying to reduce emissions globally. Every truck that we put on the road that replaces a diesel truck is a huge amount of leverage, and so that is why we're doing this, and makes a huge difference towards driving us towards our total mission of sustainable energy and transportation.
So we're aiming to cover all major forms of transport. It's just consistent with the Tesla mission, because sometimes they get asked, like, well, shouldn't Tesla just produce fast cars or premium cars or whatever? It's like, but what's our actual mission? Our actual mission is to accelerate the advent of sustainable energy. So that's why we're making this wide range of cars that don't really make sense from a brand standpoint, I guess, traditionally, but they make total sense when you consider what's the mission of the company. At Tesla, we don't make slow cars. We don't make this. So this thing has crazy power relative to a diesel truck. Actually, especially if you're not towing anything, you could zip around like. It looks crazy, basically. It looks like an elephant moving like a cheetah. It doesn't look right, frankly. But this is not sluggish in the least. It's fast. It's fast to accelerate. It's fast to brake. It's really a step change improvement in what it's like to drive a semi-truck. Yeah, when we've got three times the power.
3 times the power than any diesel truck on the road right now. So you got all the work, all the power you need to get the job done. But the other reason that it's a beast is because it's also efficient. And you can go 500 miles on a single charge on one of these things. So it's the mix of those two that is why this is a game changer. What's awesome is both of those are enabled by our new 1,000-volt powertrain, which is the first vehicle that we're doing with that. And don't worry, there'll be some more vehicles coming with that. But this is going to be a game changer because of all the awesome innovations that have happened, behind the scenes and under the hood, so to speak.
So we've got, it's now probably 51 billion miles driven. I don't know, there's more every day. So we're using our existing drive units, power electronics, infotainment, our super efficient heat pump, HVAC system, and state-of-the-art inverters. We've got a tri-motor powertrain system. We're using the carbon overwrap sleeve. So essentially, we're using the plaid Model S, Model X powertrain, we're actually enabling the 2 of the drive units to actually disconnect so that they're not free spinning. So the efficiency is actually much greater in cruise.
One of them is constantly engaged, so that's for maximum efficiency. You're getting on a highway, that's doing the bulk of the work, and it's operating at the peak efficiency point of the entire drivetrain. And then the other 2 units are for torque and acceleration. So when the driver needs it to get their job done, whether that's getting out of a loading dock or it's on the road, they need to pass somebody, you're tackling a grade, you have the torque and power to do it. And the cool thing is that these are clutched automatically, so no driver input needed, but it's also seamless. So the highway efficiency unit is cruising along doing its thing, and if the driver puts their foot to the floor, the torque units spin up, clutch engages, and takes over, and it does all of that before we've maxed out the torque on the efficiency unit, so it's completely smooth. There's no turbo lag or jerkiness or anything like that. No driver input needed. It's smooth, both in terms of acceleration and deceleration for regen. It's really cool happening all behind the scenes.
And the only thing that's doing that is a tiny little motor on one axle.
about that big, about a football size maybe.
Yeah, you can carry it.
Yeah.
Because it's an electric drivetrain, when it goes downhill, you actually, or when you slow down, it recaptures the energy of motion or the energy of height. The potential and kinetic energy are largely recaptured. Whereas for a diesel truck, that's not possible. You can't just create diesel. So you just end up heating brakes. And then your brakes overheat, and then you can't use them, and then it's actually it's pretty dangerous because the brakes stop working.
Yeah, that's why you have runaway truck ramps.
Lots of hardcore testing. So, I mean, one of the things about a commercial truck is that the reliability has to be extremely high. So it's got to be running continuously, can't break down. It's got to handle every kind of weather. Uptime is super important for any kind of semi-truck. So we've tested durability in every kind of weather, every kind of environment.
We've been through hot, cold, snow, rain. We've been putting this thing through all its paces in the lab as well as in the real world. The simulation team has been doing an incredible job of being able to scale all of that, in the virtual side. And the other thing is that we're going to take these and we're going to put our money where our mouth is, and we're going to put these on into our own fleet, into our own supply chain. And we're going to use this to transport goods between our factories and our suppliers because we believe in it, not just from a mission perspective and a cost perspective, but because we want to close that feedback loop. We got to get that learning as fast as we can.
Tesla using the trucks continuously day and night between here and Fremont and back again is going to be a great test of the vehicle. And will give us a great feedback loop for continuing to improve the product.
As we do this really neat chassis control work at the brake level, the traction control level, we integrate with our total stability control system and make sure that the driver has a lot of confidence, but also has everything they need to stay on the road. It's going to be it's a really nice, neat integrated package overall in terms of software and control, and it's totally seamless to the driver, and it'll be a game changer in terms of safety. So we talk power. You want to talk efficiency?
Yeah, absolutely. So, some people out there say it can't be done. I don't know who might say that.
We have a long-running dispute between the two billionaires, which might not be helping things. The latest with Bill Gates casting doubt on Tesla's plan to get into long-haul trucking. Gates writing in his blog that the problem is that batteries are big, they are heavy. Even with big breakthroughs in battery technology, electric vehicles will probably never be a practical solution for things like 18-wheelers, cargo ships, and passenger jets.
But I've heard rumors.
And this wasn't, some ultra clean, precise test track simulation or something where we, shut down a road. Nope, this is real world. This is over Grapevine. This is with traffic. This is true 500 miles. We were loaded just under 82K. We no special aero treatments.
Yeah.
Truck came off the line, shook it down, made it run. That's it. Do you want to see on the video? I mean,
yeah.
We have the proof.
Absolutely. So it's only 8 hours long, so.
Yeah, buckle in. Don't worry, we brought lots of snacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, standard trip. Down the 5, up Grapevine, through LA, traffic, construction. We got the bypass on the way station, but running full 80 or just under 82, full deliveries, nothing to hide.
Yeah, real world, it's, yeah.
He did take one restroom break for, there is a required mandatory 30-minute break within the first 8 hours of operation.
Okay.
Took a small restroom break, but that was it. Yep.
All right. So aerodynamic efficiency obviously matters a lot. You can see it's shaped like a bullet. It's really aerodynamic, and that helps a lot as we get less than 2 kilowatt hours.
2 kilowatt hours a mile.
Yep.
I mean, the team's done a lot of awesome work. I mean,
Yes.
we went into the wind tunnel with this really cool model, rolling road, the whole 9 yards, and pulled in a lot of learnings and all of our features from the car side that give us such great real-world efficiency there, and really want to make sure that the truck and the trailer have to work together. This is a combination. This is not just the truck. If you optimize one, you actually might disrupt the whole combination. And so we spent a lot of time, both virtually, but also in the wind tunnel to make this happen. And
as I said, it's as easy to drive as a Model 3. So it's like with basically no training, you can drive this. You have to think bigger when you're driving it. But it's not it's not hard to drive. It's really easy. And we put the seat in the center for max visibility.
Nice thing is that if you're a truck driver and you're out during the day and it's cold, it's snowy, whatever, you can get in and this isn't a sleeper cab, this is a day cab. You can still stand up and you can shed your jacket, put it on the wall, all in the comfort. You can put your coveralls on while in the cab. So if you have to go do a dirty job, you can do that comfortably as opposed to being out in the elements. On top of it, there's plenty of cargo storage, for drivers that need to bring any tools, other equipment along. And not to mention, we've got the plugins, the wireless charging, everything they need on the electronic side as well.
We've got one-touch suspension dump, so it's very easy to attach to the trailer. It saves time and money. The fleet's more efficient, and the driver's home sooner.
We got a light test that's easy to execute, helps with compliance. There's all these little things that the design team really spent their time researching. They did ride-alongs, they studied, they did all this work. It was really cool to watch them put. I think they even took a bunch of the various cups and put them in CAD, and you'll see them put them in various cup holder sizes and places. They'll mock up a bag. They'll do all kinds of neat stuff to understand how a driver works throughout the day, and it means that they'll have a more efficient experience overall.
Obviously, to charge a truck like this quickly, you need a high-power charger. So we developed a Megawatt class charger, as it's capable of charging at a megawatt DC. And it's our next generation immersive cooling, so it's liquid cooled. So you don't need a gigantic elephant trunk of a cable. You can actually have a small cable, and that cable delivers a megawatt. Yeah, with 3x the current density.
It means that we can really shove a lot of current in a very, very small place. So, for those that have worked and charged their cars on a V3 supercharger, and the cable is nice and maneuverable, it's the same thing here, but now we're just shoving a megawatt through it instead. So, this is key for high power applications like semi.
It's going to be used for Cybertruck too.
Yeah. So this is coming to our superchargers next year.
Yeah. So we'd just like to thank Pepsi Co. They've been a great partner. Hey guys. Hey, how's it going?
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going?
So big thanks to Kirk and Steven. Yeah.
Do you guys want to say anything?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Look, nothing like this happens without amazing people. And so I just want to thank the people that spent countless hours to make this a reality. That's it. The people.
That's it. I just want to echo, I know a lot of work went into it, and this is fantastic. We're thrilled about the delivery today, so thank you.
Yeah, thanks for letting us be a part of this. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you all for coming. It's been a long journey, 5 years, but this is going to really revolutionize the roads, and I think make the world a better place in a meaningful way. So thank you for your support through all the years.